the most mysterious phenomena, the rarest facts, the most exciting ideas, and the most amazing people. And all this is waiting for you on the Facts Inbox channel. Stay with us, like, and subscribe. There's a lot of interesting things ahead. They managed to earn their first billion by the age of 40, go down in history, and become truly famous people. Their desire, their thirst for innovation, and their will and focus on victory helped them succeed. Today, we introduce you with the 7 youngest billionaires in the world. The rich Swedish man Thomas Persson, who works in the film industry, starts the list of the youngest billionaires. He inherited the company H&M, founded by his grandfather in 1947. The young billionaire is 34 years old and not married. His personal fortune totals $2.7 billion. The Hans & Mauritz H&M brand is now known around the world thanks to the new marketing policy introduced by Thomas Persson. Before starting the startup Airbnb, Brian Chesky knew little about technology. In his youth, he studied industrial design and was fond of hockey and bodybuilding. After completing his studies at Rhode Island School of Design, Chesky went to Los Angeles to work in his specialty. Then, he moved to San Francisco with his friend Gabia. In 2007, there was a major conference on design, because of which they sold out all the rooms in local hotels. It was then that Gabia proposed to Chesky the idea of a short-term rental service for those who have nowhere to stay. In the end, he was able to come up with an idea that turned into a multi-million-dollar startup and made him one of the most influential players on the Silicon Valley stage. Now the fortune of Brian Chesky is estimated at $3.8 billion, and Airbnb is used by people from all over the world. Evan Spiegel got his billions early, but deservedly. In 2008, he entered industrial design at Stanford University. In his second year, he moved into a dormitory, where his neighbor was Bobby Murphy, who studied computational mathematics. For a long time, Evan could not decide what he would do. Spiegel worked as a trainee in a biomedical company. Then, he decided that he would become a teacher, and even went to South Africa to teach students the basics of management. But then, Spiegel became interested in computer technology. Together with Murphy and Reggie Brown in 2011, while studying at Stanford, he created the Snapchat application, which was originally called Peekaboo. Facebook's creator offered Evan Spiegel $1 billion for Snapchat, but he refused. He said no even after the rate rose to $3 billion, and he did not seem to lose. Now, the estimated value of the company, whose staff has exceeded 50,000 employees, has reached $18 billion, and his personal fortune is $3.1 billion. 21-year-old Kylie Jenner is the youngest member of our list. The girl was on the Forbes list of 60 self-made women billionaires. Although, not everyone agrees that this is well-deserved, as some people believe that she was just lucky to be born in the right family. Be that as it may, she earned $100 million in contracts with Puma and PacSun, advertising and appearing in 2 reality shows, and the remaining $800 million is the value of Kylie Cosmetics, which Kylie launched 2 years ago. The secret to her success is her popularity on social networks. The girl's only tweet that Snapchat was bored with her brought this company a loss of $1 billion. John Collison is an Irish entrepreneur who founded Stripe. According to Forbes, his fortune is estimated at $2.7 billion. The big business was founded in conjunction with brother Patrick Collison. In 2016, the brothers became the youngest billionaires in the world among those who independently received their capital. This happened after Stripe received a new valuation with investment from Capital G and General Catalyst Partners. Junghwa Yan became the richest Chinese woman in 2007 when she was just 25 years old. Yang's father handed her 70% of his possessions before he even took part in the country garden in Hong Kong. Now she is the largest shareholder of the company with a share of 57%. Yang also leads British Scholar Education Holdings. It is the largest operator of K-12 international bilingual schools in China. According to the South China Morning Post, she and her aunt, Jan Merong, together own a 92.59% stake in the educational company. According to Forbes, Jan has a degree at Ohio State University. All journalists note that the richest young girl in Asia behaves very modestly and shyly. Mark Zuckerberg is a leader of the charts, a guy whose name every user of social media network Facebook knows. It was he who created the network giant and earned a lot of money. He did not receive a higher education, but even at the time of the creation of the social network, he was a first-class encoder. At the time, AOL and Microsoft tried to hire him, but he didn't really want to go there. In 2005, Mark Zuckerberg acquired the Facebook.com domain for $200,000. Then, the social network had over 5 million users, the number of which grew every day, which allowed Facebook to remain the 7th most popular American site. Thus, Mark became interested in IT business sharks, which offered Mark Zuckerberg to sell the project. The guy was offered to sell the project for $75 million, but he refused, and was right. Now, his fortune is $62.3 billion. In 2015, Facebook became the second most visited site in the world, and Mark Zuckerberg became the youngest billionaire with an official salary of just $1. Which billionaire do you find the most interesting? Let us know in the comments below. There are plenty more videos to come, so don't forget to subscribe. See you next time on Facts in Box.